Hi everyone, it's Monica, and welcome back to Tailor-Made Cards for You. Today we're going to be creating a Valentine's Day card for my Valentine, and we're going to be using some really pretty graphic 45 paper from the set called Raining Cats and Dogs. Now, one of the things that I love about graphic 45 is that it is double-sided and it's a really good quality cardstock. So while the back, or I should say the front side, was all about cats and dogs, the back side had some really pretty red florals that worked perfect for a Valentine's Day card. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably have noticed that I typically cut out everything before I hit that record button. So today we're going to be creating a 5x7 card, and I'm using a couple of layered pieces of cardstock. So the biggest piece of cardstock measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then I have a second layered card which measures 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and then the third piece is a 3 by 2, I believe. But you want to go ahead and just pick out the pieces that are going to work best for you. Whenever I'm layering, sometimes I do have to trim off some of the paper just to make it work for myself. Now, I also like to have all my die cuts cut out before I get on screen because it makes for a more flowing, easier flowing video. But I do want to share with you the flowers that I cut out here. And the die set that I use is from the Tim Holtz Alteration collection. And these are the tattered flowers. These are really great flowers to create vintage inspired cards. And it's one of my favorite sets. Now, it is an older collection, but I don't get rid of things that work for me. I know a lot of people like to recycle and change out some of their supplies as they become outdated, but I find if something works for me, I'm going to hang on to it and I'll keep working with it and using it in my videos. So while some of my products might be a little bit older, I will try to find them for you and list them in the links below. Another set that I'm working with today is from Stamplorations, and this is a great background stamp, so I will list this for you as well in the video links. And then the final stamp set that I use is from Tim Holtz, and it has a great sentiment. I really love working with the Tim Holtz sentiments because they have some great non-traditional sentiments, and you can make them work for so many occasions. Now, the flashcard that I'm using is from a set that I have in my Etsy shop, and the flashcards work great when you're putting together layered cards. It's a nice way to tie together your theme of your card by just adding the one little word. Now, another item that I like to use regularly when I'm creating layered cards is washi tape. I find that the washi tape not only adds added decoration, but it also helps to secure the layers that you're adding onto your card. Again, remember, when you're creating layered cards, sometimes you can get into 2, 3, even 4 layers at times. So the washi tape not only is decorative, but it helps to secure some of the paper in place as well. Now, for this particular layered card, most of my layering is going to be on the top portion because I wanted to leave a nice open space for the sentiment that I'm going to be working with today. Now, the sentiment that's going to be the focal point of this card isn't your traditional Valentine's Day sentiment. But this is exactly why I love creating cards, because I can create it exactly how I want it, I can create it in the theme that I want it, and I can find the perfect sentiment that works for me and my Valentine. The sentiment reads, "Life doesn't have to be perfect to be wonderful." And while this may not be as romantic as the very first Valentine card that my husband and I gave each other 25 years ago, it certainly does work for our relationship. After 25 years, life definitely hasn't been perfect, but it certainly has been wonderful. And this is a little Valentine that I wanted to give to him just to show him after 25 years, I'm still as happy as I was the first Valentine's Day. So once I popped up the little postage stamp, I felt that the card still needed something. While I didn't want to add any more layers or any more of the red on the bottom portion of the card, I thought these rub-ons from Tim Holtz would work perfectly. Since I was going with a floral theme, I decided that these nice little leaves, along with this little bird, framed the sentiment perfectly, and that really was a nice touch to finish off the card. It's the little details that I find make the card. A lot of people don't use these rub-ons, but I love them. They're nice little additions, and they sometimes just add the final touch that you need for your card. So once I finished with my panel, I did adhere it to a 5x7 piece of white cardstock. And while I did finish the inside of the card as well, I didn't tape it on the video. If you're interested in seeing the inside of the card, you can certainly pop over to my blog, as I will have a picture of not only the outside but the inside of the card as well. I plan on sticking this in my husband's lunchbox, so when he sits down at noon to eat his little sandwich, he's going to find this beautiful card waiting for him. So I hope that you've enjoyed my video today and that I've given you some ideas on creating layered cards. Don't be afraid to pull out some of those non-traditional sentiments and see if you can make them work for an occasion. So many times we find ourselves just going back to the traditional sentiments like Happy Valentine's Day. But challenge yourself to try to use some of those non-traditional sentiments and create your own special, unique card. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button as you head out today if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel. And if you've enjoyed the video, I'd certainly appreciate a thumbs up. And as always, I love reading your comments, so feel free to leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of my video today. Alright, I hope everybody has a great Valentine's Day, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.